Hello, my name is Michael Søderberg. I am a licensed emotion-focused psychotherapist working in and from Copenhagen. This introductory video in English is made because I already had the privilege of working with quite a number of expats living in the greater Copenhagen area as well as in Denmark as such. People from Scotland, Italy, India, Germany, Austria. And I thought I might address myself to the wider community of expats in Copenhagen and in Denmark, for that matter. I do this because life as an expat is often not easy. It may present a specific range of challenges. For many people, life as an expat tends to act like some kind of developer liquid. That is, it works on various aspects of the personality. Maybe with a sense of loneliness, maybe anxiety, maybe other important emotions that may normally surface or are felt in a somewhat balanced or more balanced way when you're at home, but now come to loom larger in your emotional life than they otherwise would. Or you may experience bouts of depression, anger, emptiness, or even meaninglessness. I myself have lived the greater part of my life in the marketplace. I've done various different trades, different professions, as well as I've spent years at the University of Copenhagen with intense studies of not least Sanskrit. I studied Indology, and big part of my life was taken up with Sanskrit, but I also spent a lot of time studying philosophy, Eastern religions, spiritual traditions, also other spiritual traditions, Sufism, Orthodox Christian mysticism. All this is part of who I am. And along with that goes the fact that I've traveled very widely. I have spent more than a handful of years living abroad in various countries. I've lived in Norway, I've lived in Italy, France, India, and some of those years were spent very valuably in a spiritual community in Italy and in France. As I've matured, I trained as an emotion-focused therapist, and I work full-time in my own clinic. Individuals and also couples come to see me with really all sorts of life problems, disturbing life problems. Apart from what I already mentioned, I work with the effects of trauma and the effects on the personality from trauma, various personality disorders such as borderline, complex PTSD, is something that I really find rewarding to work with, because the effects of trauma are so pervasive and have so many aspects and nuances informing daily life as it is lived. But I also work with consequences like splitting, dissociation. I also work with substance abuse, suicidality. Really, there's so many things that people bring in to the therapy room. With couples, the work of alleviating the pain of adultery takes up a lot of space, with all the confusion, with all the pain resulting from that. But other marital problems play a great part as well, because life, the stress of living in a different culture, different community, different environment may put extra tension on a relationship, perhaps over time resulting in a loss of intimacy and a loss of closeness and contact. Since I have a broad range of therapeutic trainings, I have facilitated a lot of family constellation work. I've also taught this professionally, and I also facilitate experiential dream work. That is, I do not analyze anybody's dream, but I do facilitate work where the dreamer, him or herself, explores the various elements of his or her dream and come to know it intimately from actually being in and with the various elements and seeking out the message that his or her subconscious wants the individual to focus on in this particular stage of life. As I said, quite a number of my clients do not live in Copenhagen proper. So with these clients, the work is online. Even when physical proximity is not possible, working online lends itself very well to the exploration of important but, alas, all too often unknown, even suppressed inner parts. Parts which, to the extent that we do not form a conscious and caring relationship with them, tend to dominate particular and often very important aspects of our otherwise so very adult lives, because of the weight of the emotional burdens that they carry. These parts are often parts that are stuck in situations from a young age and have never had the chance to literally grow up and form an integrated part of a person's personality or psyche. So when working or whether working with individuals or with couples, the work is always explorative. It's always with a focus on the existential reality of the particular person or persons. I don't have an agenda for you, but I have come to know, both personally and professionally, the inner landscapes of much of the human condition. And I've come to know how to gain confidence and how to gain strength to live life with gusto and with dignity. If this in any way sparks your interest, then do feel free to call me or contact me through my homepage. And thank you very much for watching.